Welcome home, masters and misses. My name is HidoriKuro, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Finally, we're back to this game after the long-awaited 7.1 patch finally dropped. It's about time too. I was getting antsy. Now, I'll be honest, I have not watched the English trailer because I was planning to react to it, but a whole bunch of financial stuff happened, leading to me not being able to use my room as well as my PC setup to do the actual recording for the reaction. So I'm pretty much going into this as blind as possible. I do know there is an Alliance raid out now. I'm going to be doing that in a separate video. Right now, this video is going to be focused on the new main scenario quest. So, have a seat and let's enjoy, shall we? And here we have our post main scenario quest, a royal invitation. Bulwaruk is eager to hear how you've been getting on. I forgot how hard it's pronounced Sid in Tuliolol. What the hell? But I've been getting on fine. We had a little fun in the Arcadian in Solution 9. It's a pleasure as always, Kokuzan. Have you been able to relax lately? As much as I've been able to. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the rite of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolao at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Zibalyav Thai is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Buruk Ivu, will look after you. Yeah, we never really got the chance to enjoy those tacos. And hold on a sec. It's my... Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have the audio set to my headphones. I had it set to the desktop monitor. I'm an idiot. It's been a while, okay? Don't judge me. Let's all enjoy this tacos because you didn't get to the first time. Well, we're getting Kokuzan alone today, are you? Seems so. I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it as a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find the table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Ah, that's right. The world quest. I honestly forgot I did do those. But National Tacos are on the house. We didn't get to enjoy them the first time because of Bakul Jaja. But now we can finally enjoy ourselves with them. About damn time. You still have tacos, I hope, eh? You ate so many when you turned 5. You could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right. Sorry. It's still a struggle for me too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasulani. And now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Oh yeah, that's right. People from Yasulani who were still in the dome. What was only mere days for us was 30 years for them. People within Yasulani are still adjusting to life outside of the dome now, after 30 years had passed for them. Talk about temporal whiplash. If that's even a thing. Anyway, even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light a stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. Gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. Yeah, it's hard to adjust to analog and manual ways of doing things after having everything so automated for like so many years. It's like going back in time to how things were done in the old days. I know if I had to I know I would have a problem with that. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking of having them join me once things had settled, but at this rate. I say you send for them. If they're your family, they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. Aww. Oh, Lamity. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you have trouble readjusting to life in Tuliyola. Without Wuklamat? To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy to bring being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things much easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. It's a good thing they planned for this. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go find you, Kokozan. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. By all means, have a seat. Good to see you. Good to see you again, Lamati. The tacos here never disappoint. Say that. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been exploring Chiral with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on some sleep, working on recovering some stolen relics. I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadian. I can't wait for the second part of that. You're fighting the arena in Alexandria? By facing off against such tough opponents, I'd wager you'd honed your skills even further. Yeah, totally. I have not been falling to my death in a broken ring, by being stung by an annoying bee woman, or being blown up by punches, or blasted with a giant cannon. Totally been honing my skills. Nothing else. As for myself, I've been keeping busy with my duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I'd like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have, and share them with Kona to figure out the solutions. Well, that's good. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we need to discuss with you. As Dawn servants, do you have time to come to the palace? Sir. Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you're finished here. Something they wish to discuss with me as Dawn servants. That means it's serious. Oh well, I'm used to serious stuff by now. So, let's go and see them. I always forget how tall this damn palace is. And that's saying a lot considering I'm a Lalafell. I cannot get over this jazz. I cannot get over this jazz they had in Tuliyola. I didn't expect it when we first arrived here, and I still cannot get over it. It seems Kona's gone somewhere. Sorry. Really? Master Kokozan, it's always an honor. Val Kona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he says to join you within before long. Alright, it's your Sunbirds. Oh, Raha, Kryle, and the twins are here too. It must be serious if they're all here too. Richard is weak voice actors, so I'm showing auto advance. Hello, everyone. Oh, you're all here too. Oh, I guess it is a voice actor. Val kinda summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Nest culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening our alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Kryla and I were likewise summoned, otherwise we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our reports, we shall finish what he started. That's good. Lest you wonder, Tancred and Oriange have left to resume their tour of Terral. I was wondering where those two have went. Istola, meanwhile, is back to researching Crossroads travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key you're keeping at some point. Of course. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. Oh boy. As for Stinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. The Azure Dragoon never stays in one place, apparently. Then again, neither do we. Oh, it must be Kona now. Are we ever going to repair the throne? It's still cut in half from when Geralda invaded. My apologies for the delay. It's alright, we weren't waiting long. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter of which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Goluja and his administration have invited us to attend. Oh, we really haven't had a funeral for her yet, have we? While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that this queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Well, I guess that's a good thing? Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. I would suppose it does. I mean, even considering she was a simulacrum, she had been walking around amongst her people for who knows how many centuries. The fact that she's dead now, after so long, oof. The reality of that must have hit the people like a freaking freight train. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to go, not only to be there for Guluja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wished to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. True. I think we should go too. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. That would be inappropriate. I do wonder if there wasn't another way. Could there have been a chance to resolve this without having to take her life? You and me both. But we made our choices and are responsible for what comes of them. As Val, I will attend the funeral in an official capacity. I owe it to the Alexandrian people to bear witness to their grief. I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything, like you did all through the Red Succession. Sure. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galulja in the back room. This isn't like with Xenos or with Yotsuyu. This was a ruler that wasn't insane or evil. This was a ruler that was beloved and had good intentions. Crossroads. The next chapter in our tale begins. Anything left to say, Kona? Though I too would ideally attend the funeral, given the circumstances, I think it is best that Lamity represents us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repairs, which is taking longer than expected. When that work is complete, we will finally look into installing new thrones. But to have Father's throne here still, it makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. Yeah, despite the damage to it, having it here serves as a sentimental purpose. I think it's a good idea to keep it here, at least for a little while longer. Well, let's head to Solution 9. I will see you all there. I don't think I'll ever get over the aesthetic of this place. Like, my god. It's so freaking awesome. Like, oh god, I wish I could live here forever. Without the regulators, of course. I don't need those on me, but still. Anyway, to the back rooms. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Sale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. That's good. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, we brought you a gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamity, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? I would guess so. Oh, select reward, right? We don't need any of this, I'll just take this up a piece. Galulja has been added to the Unending Codex. Terrell has been added to the Unending Codex. And the Rite of Succession. Alexandria mourns. Galulja wishes to go and collect his flower for the funeral. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gosan. He was apparently Sphene's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. So, how have things been? Well, we proposed the funeral. The royal administration took on the brunt of the planning. One of their number can better explain what the ceremony will entail. Good to know. And, you know, Hey, you ever heard of the Rodinia Consortium? I absolutely can't stand that lot, let me tell you. That's why I give the Nexus Arcade a wide berth. Even the residential state district's too close for me liking, so I just crash here. It seems to be a constant here too. Janot just can't stand the Consortium. I swear, one of these days we're gonna come across a female version of him, and then the artist is gonna go mad. Wonder how long until then, or maybe keeping a male will be the constant. Who knows? Why, I'm Valvo Clemente Tuliola. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Fiend's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Kassan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Nice to meet you, Kassan. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to write regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We were aware your people did not use them. You see, people in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we're able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Fiend. Remember her and her kindness, as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will begin soon in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. I guess it makes sense that we'd use regulators. The tokens from the old Alexandria were probably made from a material that they can't use anymore. This part probably will be voice acted, hopefully. There's been a lot of issues with voice acting as of late with Hoyoverse. I'm hoping it doesn't end up being the same here in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be honest, I expected to turn out like this. This was their queen after all. I'd be surprised if they were less than this. I'll be honest, I feel a bit overdressed compared to everyone else here.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands.
Boy, that even got either eye covered in flowers. That's a nice touch. I like that.
Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Fiend brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, There is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
Set up nice and tearing up here.
Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Would there have been another way?
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui.
The giants.
To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
That's true.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
It's an understandable reaction when...
But with that at least, we're not powerless to help.
It's an understandable reaction. When a country or nation loses their leader, they're left with a sense of helplessness, wondering what are they to do without their monarch or their leader. You feel lost, and it becomes difficult to try to move on with your lives, not being afraid of what will happen in the future. The most you can do is try to remember them and try to move on. Try to make the future that they wanted to create for us, and always keep them in our memory. And that's what I think, at least. But sure, we're not powerless to help.
What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead?
I think it depends on the person, really.
I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad.
Good question, who is his mother?
I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Let's head back to the back room. It was a beautiful ceremony, at least. Hey, Guloja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shell searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamolja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Could he have been conceived prior to the whole dome situation? Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Perhaps you try looking again. Do you want to know your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. And if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. Yep. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. That's true. Alright. Thank you, everyone. Sir. Besides, I'm not doing anything else right now. In search of the past. Oh, then there's one of the new post-game dungeons. Rahatia has an idea on how you may proceed with your investigation. Assuming neither memories nor records of Ruluta's mother remain, you must cast aside a net as possible. Cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Koga-san, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Sir. Back to the outskirts. I will meet you all there. So are we just stuck with the dome around this place? Are we not going to ever remove it? I guess they can just live with it. Middle-aged Tanawata. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Momoja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Geraldo. We might have better luck talking to the people over at Watson settlement to the north of Everkeep. A place called Ueawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaniloka. We were saying to the middle-aged Tanawata tell you about Geraldo's devotee. Geraldo had devoted? Devoted followers? Surprising. Well, I guess here would be surprising. Back in Tuliyola, before he went crazy as a warmonger, he did have loyal followers due to his leadership in the Lands Guard. Momolta woman. Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Lands Guard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliyola after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Would they now? Interesting. And wow, I'm getting a bit of frame drop here. I don't know why. Never had that issue the first time I came here. Now, where's the last one? Oh, gonna be a minute. Hang on. Or not. They are here. Press face Tanawata. Looking for a Momolta woman. Indeed I am. Oh, Ruluta's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Geraldo, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cuts us off from the outside world, a Tural Vigil had appeared and was terrorizing the region. A Tural Vigil? In response, Geraldo assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. A battle with a Tural Vigil. Curious. Was it the same as, was it like same in scale to the Valley Garmonda maybe? Let's head to the back room to report it. Yeah, let's teleport to Solution 9 first, I'll see you there. Glulja has told me all. We previously tried to track down the records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Well, we have notes from a Mulder woman, and Zeraz is devoted, and a battle with a Terral Vigil. Hopefully these can help us glean something. So you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all of our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. Hopefully something conclusive. So, Geralda brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani. Among them was a female Momolja. His mission was to rid the region of a Terral Vigil, and I believe it's safe to say that that was the crisis in Uewata he resolved. And some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uewata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zaraja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Momolja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see. What could Zaraja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. We can? In order to retrace Zaraja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. He must have kept it hidden to keep others from knowing what he was doing at the time. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that's all we can learn. There's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, there it is. The routes all are full of detours and attempts of obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Uewata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? I can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. It's better than nothing. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Uewata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Guloja. He's so cute. I like this kid. Uewata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. Alright, thank you, Sail. Alright, we know where we're going now. Make your way to the drift downs when you're ready. Kilu's will have a hover cargo ready for you. Alright, so let's head to Drift Downs. Gotta say, it's been a while since we've been down here. Weapons developed in secret with the aid of devoted followers. I think good will have come from this. Considering it was Zawalja who planned this, yeah, I agree. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Field station now accessible. Yep. Dungeon time! And of course, to avoid annoying DPS queues, I'm going in with the NPC party. Matt, Tia.
I stand ever ready.
Alright, let's check out this dungeon. And already it looks pretty deadly. Jacques Terrell, UA Watsa Field Station. Oof, there's a lot of electricity going out through here. That'll be dangerous. So sit back behind us, Ghoulja. We handle the dangerous stuff. Duty commenced. Let's go. My confidence come here for a reason. Good lord, that lightning's loud. Lightning hasn't let up here either. Are there beasts here too? Even the creatures here are electrified. Let us handle them. I wouldn't get to be able to do double pulls, but I cannot do that with an NPC party. Rahatia would not be able to heal through all that.
Try this!
Delirium. Some more damage in here, and recover my MP.
Hold on.
Try this!
Over here, uglies. Although I am worried about how the bosses in this dungeon are going to go, because the bosses in the dungeons for Garntra have not been kind. Somehow the final bosses in the dungeons are easier than the first and second ones. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. So I am a bit worried I'm going to lose my mind. This is post-game stuff. This is gonna be tough. Alright, you damn bats. And I'm not liking in DPS. I'm not liking in damage. I didn't go through the Arcadian to get all this good gear for nothing. Guess we got a stronger sword though. Oh well. Let me see if I can do a double pull, because I do want to hurry up and get through this dungeon. So continue on with the story. Guys, he might get annoyed with me doing this, but still. So remember to use my mitigations. And you know, my actual attacks. Gave Dark Knight all the survivability for a good reason, so I gotta use it. Seem to be doing fine. Just that, oh boy. Where I say he won't be able to do much in terms of damage, he was trying to basically keep me alive. Rampart. My defense up for good.
Hold still.
Oh, that's why I heal myself with Carbon Spit now. It really made the Dark Knight a lot more powerful for endgame stuff, because we could not heal ourselves with Carbon Spit before. We could only heal ourselves with Resistance Ring. But I'm so glad they gave Carbon Spit healing now, because we kind of need that for when we're dealing with bosses. Lindblum Zagnol. We did it. Now technically at least we trekked. I guess we should have stepped into its territory. That one looks mean. Be careful. Don't worry, we will. Well, they will. I have no sorry for being careful. Nor have I ever had one. Ow! Okay, that hurt. That really hurt. War. What is it doing? What's it doing? This fish is familiar with its tusk. It's infusing the rocks with ether. Oh crap! So I was expecting that. Oh, what is it doing? I don't like the look of that. What is it doing? I'm gonna see away from me! Oh crap! Ow! That's a problem. That's an even bigger problem. Ow, there are too many problems at once here. Using Gore again. It's trying something different. Electric emerges from the ground. Oh no, we need to break those. We need to break those. Okay, I think we're clear. Okay, so thing over here with y'all. Oh. Okay, we somehow managed to survive with that. And it's doing the Corporal crap again. I've seen that trick before. Paper toss. Here. Ready for it that time. That all you got, you ugly bastard. Let's go overload. Here it comes. What? Dark Missionary. Ha! Go for it, Lamati. Oh, that limit break hurt, didn't it? There. An easy win. I guess you can call it that. Good job, don't want ahead. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So the facility is still here. Looks like it. What kind of research did they do here? Good question. Well, a mod facility with a secret purpose. Hardly any signs that there was any ever a village here. There's a research note. Well, Its Majesty Geralja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body. Safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Yet our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man, and so he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. He would bolster our military might and break through into the outside world. If our research will further this ambition, perhaps it is worth pursuing. So this is where they put the development of using beast souls for survival and enhancing the power of people. Curious. Oh, there's another resource node. I wanted to go full here, but I can't. I want to get that juicy lore. Use everything at our disposal. Can't worry about cooldowns. Our bodies are fragile vessels. Although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories and a feral soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this is because primal instincts remain, and while a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcomed, too many such souls can lead to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of being of uncontrolled mutation. Could that have been what happened with Geralja when we fought him at the top of Everkeep? And oh my god, there's a lot of zombies! Rotten researchers, holy crap, they're Gulja, get behind somewhere safe. They got freaking zombies here. We didn't sign up for no zombies. And they're resilient. Then again, I'm the only one that's using my AoEs. Cryo, Lamati.
Hold on.
Here's your apple for match with the tanking. Slaying again. Oh god, more researchers. And oh my god, what the hell is that? Woodjack, go hide. Okay, what the hell happened here that caused the researchers to be turned into freaking zombies?
Hold on.
about to explode. Well, it was, but it killed me before it could. Oh, wait. I was not expecting zombies. Then again, you never expect zombies in a fantasy world unless they're being raised by necromancy. And even then, they wouldn't look like zombies, they would look like skeletons. So what the dick's is happening in this research facility? What was Serralta having people do here? The rate of transfiguration may be dictated by the potency of the soul consumed. We've experimented with fiends of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than the poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary objective of this research was to utilize the soul of a Tural Vigil, I struggle to see a path forward. An alternative approach may be considered. That's horrific to think about. And this is where they're doing the testing, I guess. My goodness, these look like cells. Oh god, there's more of them. Station Inspector. Like, I saw the giant corpse before I came in here, but I wasn't expecting these things to just burst out the dang rooms. Or cells, whatever these are. Well, that was terrifying. Notes. If the source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls, what if we were to reverse the process? By purging a piece of its memories and infusing it with a man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories. We stand to gain absolute control over a vessel of great power. My subordinate, who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis, shall have the honor of being the first to transcend our meager limits. We must prepare his soul for extraction at once. Would that happen to be the person we're about to fight? Just curious. What was Father doing here? I have a bad feeling about this. This thing is settling about the ether here. What happened to them? Overseer Kani Lok. Oh my god. Well, that's concerning. You surrender your souls to King Zeralja. Then, oh, okay, we just starting off with a tank buster. All right then. Ow. Come forth, my dear souls. What did he just do? Oh, holy shit, what is this? What is, oh my god. Okay, let me move. Can't move again. Holy shit. Oh god. Does it stop? We won't let our precious samples escape. Well, that is terrifying to witness. Will please stay back. Discard the flesh, extract the soul. Oh, oh crap, not this bullshit. My head is spinning. How are we supposed to... Oh god, not this. Sit, sit, sit! This way! Fuck! Ugh. I knew there was gonna be a problem. Every time that stupid, directional crap hits, it's... Oh my god, it's a pain in the ass. Especially when trying to avoid environmental hazards. Alright, motherfucker, round 2. Okay, let's see if we can manage for this face this time. Yes, look at Matt going with a limit break. Or not. Okay, maybe try now. Mr. Rex and bullcrap. This way. This way. Nope. Wait. This way. And come on, hurry. And this way. Nope. Wait. Ah! Crap. Okay, we survived. We survived. That's what matters. Oh my god, that was terrible. Damage down, though. Why not serve a greater purpose? The king will resolve his purpose. Maybe because the king resolve is dead? Relinquish your souls for the glory of Alexandria. Trial! Almost got it. Now another blood burst.
Just the beginning.
Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it! With that, we could tame the beast. The seal is all ready. The seal? The beast? What was he on talking about? Nothing good, I believe. The Kali Loka Corpus. What in the hell? Is that a storm? By the gods, what is that? What the hell did we walk into? See if I can double pull. I did hear something about arm's length fucking slow. Steam, get out here.
Hold on.
vanilla pulls are possible, this guy really remembered to use my mitigate skills.
Something special for you.
One of the heal potency is different compared to this drain of carbon spin. Probably. I mean, they probably need to scale it differently compared to this drain, because this drain relies on multiple enemies to be hit, while carbon spirit only relies on one enemy to be hit. Something's wrong. Don't press ahead. What? Oh crap, back up, back up! Shit! What was that war? Did it come from inside the storm? When the hell was that? Amazing face our fiercest foe yet. I have to agree with you on that one, bro. Oh my god, you're telling these AOVs. Maybe these stones are dead. We need to take it to oh crap, they keep dropping on us. There.
Allow me.
Okay. Alright, let's eat this boss. How bad is it gonna be? It's... Oh my god! What did they do to this bunny? Throughout Vigil, Luni Payati? Oh my god, it's a giant monstrous rabbit. That is terrifying. So that's the Terrell Vigil that came to fight? Has that thing been sealed away all this time? It's Terrell Vigil. No doubts about that. And off we go. Reaching claw. I don't like the look of that. Oh my god, I was right. Oh, holy shit! Okay then. I would not be surprised if that was an instant death. That put on low? Oh boy. Okay, the greenies just got smaller, and I probably think we should probably get behind. Holy crap! Patience will lead us to victory. I'm getting tired of this. You and me both. Okay, I'm worried now. Move, move, move. Well, that wasn't so bad. I had to open my mouth. That almost looked, they almost looked alive. Holy hell, he's just dropping sand ones. Okay. Spread out. Ow! Sorry, Carl. Crater grave. Oh crap. Oh, crater carve. And, oh crap. Holy hell! All the requirements are nullified. Well, that's good, considering that we can't use resistance in this. Ah, come on now. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! You're a dick! There's really nothing that goes on there. Sonic Howl. Okay, that was still bad. Compared to everything else. Another tank bust. Great, lovely. Ow. Oh, here we go again. This way. Oh, man. Man, it hurt.
No holding back.
Nope, no holding back.
Just the beginning.
Let me see. Let me break. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! How'd I manage to get that on one try and not the second boss? How? Oh, that was terrible. Duty complete. Hey, Alice. Hey, Alpha now. Oh, that was terrible, though. I never want to fight that again. Though more than likely going to have to in the future. Phew, we did it. Somehow. It's still breathing, if only faintly. I felt the earth shake all the way to the cliff. That was too close. It mustn't have been easy to imprison such a creature. Alvaro, you don't want us to talk yet. What's your input on this? A tyrant of Tirau. Truly fitting a description. Oh god, that's deep. That's a deep crater. Oh, it is still breathing. That makes this even more terrifying. I'm worried about what's about to happen now.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh, the echo.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
Right.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So this is what he was doing? Is that?
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka.
To
As
say,
one of the land's
to
god's
Salta.
finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments.
Tessalta. Is that
You will
Gul'dan's
also
mom?
watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
A boon?
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Oh.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Khaleesi did her job. Otherwise, Kaluja wouldn't be here. Ugh, that echo can never get used to that.
Are you alright?
Just another instance of the echo. Again. You would not believe what I just saw.
Tayshelja. Could she be my mother?
It's possible.
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Tayshelja there.
That's where we're going next then.
Right. Well, that was an ordeal. But we did learn something at least. Now that the danger is behind us, it started sinking in just how unsettling this place is. I once believed it used to be a village. It seems this Kaniloka was in charge here. From your recounting, he was quite dedicated to Zeralja. That he was. The villagers were likely monitoring the imprisoned Gerald Vigil at Zeralja's behest, and at some point they became involved in the research of souls. They used to be able to peer into the Gerald Vigil's past. I wonder what that implies for the beast's consciousness while it was sealed away. Oh, it just hit me. What if the researcher that came up with the idea of putting the man's consciousness into beasts was... Oh god, that's a terrifying thought. Tayshelja, you said her name was. I wonder what her story is. I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. It's not like I can control that. Believe me, if I could, I'd be looking back on a lot of people right now. The echo is both a blessing and a curse. Because there aren't any other Momolja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Maybe. Use quick arm material. Alright, we enter the dungeon with the party NPCs. Among the abandoned, Kryl is eager to begin searching the research facility. As am I, to be honest. You know, without the zombies. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around, for information as well as the way to the upper level. Alrighty then. What's Iron Gate? Let's see here. A lift can be seen behind the wide iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. Alice, your thoughts? It won't open, and I don't think it'll yield to our soldiers either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find the key. Looks like it. Let's go and find that key. Wow, you find anything yourself? Keep it happy, or maybe something else? I wonder what Big Look would make of this research into transferring souls. Good question. Hope everyone in the first was doing alright. What did they notice the effects of the source being fused with Alexandria? The researchers likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find the key among their belongings. It makes me angry to think about what they did here. Yeah, this does seem a bit messed up. But science tends to be. Test subject's journal. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. I can write good, yes? I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of fever. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. Must eat. Am eager. Must eat. Find nothing that resembles a verification key. Perhaps it's a search elsewhere. Oh, that's unsettling to read. So the transfer of the soul definitely caused a bit of deterioration of the mind, as well as uncontrollable strength. Supplies for the staff were neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. We dig deeper and find a verification key. Perhaps it can be used to open the iron gates. A tranquilizing gas? That's dark to think about. How it could have been used here. Probably on those that couldn't be controlled. Oh my god, there's still people in these tubes. How long have they been in there? Found the key. Great, I'll call the others. This feels like something out of a horror movie. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. This looks like the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Relic Armando. Is it? Ultimate scenery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to dispel the beast before it could cause harm. Right? Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Gaulta's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shell taught me how. You sir? There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tisalja. It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tisalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. So let us take it with us to the back room and have Shell analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. Ah, smart thinking. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. Sure. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Ah, look at that smile. Good thing we kept the kid safe throughout all of this. This was real dangerous. Still. This whole thing with Gulja's mother does give me some suspicion. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Sale. Right. Back to the back room. Again. Come back. Gulja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. That's fine. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, the mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Zio, you got something for me? Guidance at the head, so Zio's concern is with plain on his face. Let's say it's wrong. The news out there is still grim. Some of the Tirali remember a time before they were dependent on the solar system. And even if they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who have been leaving for Tiral, the ones with no elders to care for. What if that problem has reached us in Tuliyola? Brothers doing all he can to see the Shak Tiral Railroad restore to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Right, because we did kind of blow up the train trying to break into Vanguard, and then get all the way here. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot would still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things at the site easier. So how long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Sale is working on the data, we should go and see the state of it for ourselves. Good idea. To Saloni Station then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Well, to Saloni Station. To the springs that I refuse to pronounce because I do not want to get tongue-tied again. No, crossing the train. Valve resolve, and Kokuzan Lulazan to boot. What can I do you for? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tiral that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Valve Reason is also on its way here to take stock of the situation. Oh, that's probably Kona now. Scratch me. Scratch the on his way. Falcona? Oh, Erinville, you're... Oh, wow, you got a new... Dude, you're dripped out! What's with the new outfit? Gasp! Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I had to. I'm sorry, I had to. Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. Yeah, it makes sense. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist in its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamati has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. But now we're back to our original problem, how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Maywe Head Zone. That is the Ranak. Though the Hetzo that followed them are none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But the silent train presents a different danger. the Ronek will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroad routes plotted to avoid the Ronek's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. Right. Normally, wildlife wouldn't go near where there's construction of certain things. So, why would they be near it now? The Ronek's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Wahed Zone for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this manner, and I too would hear what the Hetsara have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. That is true. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Hiwato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsara encampment if you like. Sure. We didn't really spend a lot of time there to begin with. We were kind of in a hurry at the time. Hello again. Revolve resolve, for our reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Wahed Zone? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of Zak'Taral Railroad. I wonder if we'll ever get rid of that dome. Then again, would there be a reason to? At this point? You two have noticed there were an unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Sepetto, has been looking into this matter. Sepetto? Normally, we'd expect the Ronek to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite the thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Payari Yonan and Yaotanang. Odd, why did they create names for these areas that sound so hard to pronounce? Like, I get it's supposed to give more of a tribal feel to it, but the pronunciation is terrible to do on your own without actually hearing it. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead of pushing westward toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsara would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsara descent. My parents traveled with the Ronek as well, though I myself had no memory of such experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration, one of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. A chance encounter with a kind peddler merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade, that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper until Yala's markets. That's where the Dons had been found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Namiti came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her of that suffering. As his tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronek choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I could not say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. But if they had a good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the Ronek's current behavior? As it's so often the case, you are correct. I tend to be. Not that I want to be. Though my discomfort with the Hetsara way may arise from fear of opening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Don servant indeed. please, teach me of the Renek. I want to and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Well, that's kind of you. You learned of Hitsuo culture with me. I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Sir, I'm interested. I want to know this too myself. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Renek, and we'll have a look around the plains. Perhaps in the process, we'll find the answer we seek. We'll leave the recon to you two then. We've got closer to learn. So where do we start? The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Alright. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Gladly. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Right. It won't be the first time someone's put me to work in exchange for information. This won't do. The wind will blow right through it. And me without my needle and sinew. Yep, got a mending kit here for you. Oh, these are precisely what I need. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Renek hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally don't need to worry. Interesting. So they do tend to have to move their camp often, probably for the Renek, and their hides are used for the material of the tents. I'm afraid I've finished with my test for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you about our migration customs? If you're here, you'll likely already know that the Renek are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel through with the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetso must also part with half of our number. You may think it's strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetso. Interesting. What if this custom is why Kona's parents abandoned him? They were forced to split apart, but they had to make a decision for the baby as well. Curious and curiouser to boot. You're learning to Hetso our way of life, are you? Let me zoom in, because I really don't need to be zoomed out unless I'm in battle. You may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrive to them at myself. Ahem. Our Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines. Poultices and soap to drive away pests and sustain our fires. What is it? Bones, hooves, bones? Is it dung? Again? Meat and organ? Meat? Let me think. I doubt they use dung in their soap. But if to... Let me see, what does it say? To soap to drive away pests. Using medicines and soap to drive away pests and to sustain their fires. Would dung sustain their fires? Or would it be hooves and bones? Are hooves bones? Both horns and hooves are of course of bone, and we use all of these materials, albeit primarily in tent poles, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. So it's the dung, isn't it? Is it dung again? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. Oh god, really? We've discovered myriad uses for Renek tips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there's need, our Hetzo always provide. Interesting. Albeit a little unsanitary. Okay, there's one more left. It's over there. Oh, you're a big one. As you struggle through one next coat, you notice that many portions are saggy and tangled. Oh, this needs good grooming. Its fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tools for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like it's not. Oh, I got one right here. Fur brush. Ah, Sepeta sent a Renek brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Alright. That felt nice, didn't it? You dutifully pressed the Renek until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said of your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. I wonder if this is how they tend to seep as well. Because I know with seep, you gotta sear the wool to prevent them from being to prevent them from getting overheated. Which also leads to sickness. I wonder if the same applies to the Renek. You smell of the grass and the wind. Which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, if a bit on the shorter side. Hey! I have to wonder how Valkona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. He usually is, so I suspect he's going to be taking his time. Ah, there he is now. Oh, and he has a Renek with him. Seems like he made a friend. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing with the Renek and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companions' inclination to force us back to the trail it seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? The Star life revolves around the Renek, but in turn, the people receive all they need. The Renek are treasured members of this community. It's a poisonous family. Which I kind of like. That the wildlife is seen as not just livestock, but as family. They get all they need from them. Indeed, the Renek provide for the Hetsara, and in turn, the Hetsara are good to the Renek, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I like the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Renek, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish as an act as I once believed. Good question. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetsara are concerned. Good to know. I'm glad to hear it, Valkona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Oh! Why did my voice crack? Well, that was a nice little intro to some Hitsuo culture. The warmth of family. Kona appears loath to depart from his Renette companion. I would be too if I were in his position. Like, imagine this thing following him all the way back to Tuliyola. That would be hilarious, but also concerning. Kona, how did it go? Welcome back, Lamity. I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hetsawa as they grow, provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Rennek are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsawa would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Renek's once favorite grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Renek, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. So either something environmentally bad happened over there, or there's a beast in the way that's causing them to move away from that area. Though the Hetsawa would have surely put two and two together were the case theological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Could it be another Teral ritual? A large animal, perhaps. And a powerful one, like it's not. A predator given the local fauna's behavior. And so they move away from it for safety. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail, or something with very large fangs. It couldn't be. How the hell am I supposed to pronounce that? Turu Hetso. Turu Hetso. Renek Reaver in the common tongue. People have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Renek can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turu Hetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. And I recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and is packed in the boat. In any case, I believe the source of the Renek's consternation is clear, as is our next motive. We must drive this weaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Let's go take care of it then. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast threatens you no So we gotta take care of this Redneck Reaver. That way the Redneck can get back to their grazing lands and we can proceed with the railroad without any other issue. And this is a solo instance. How fun! I love going through dungeons and raids and everything are fun and all, but I love going into a solo instance. This makes me feel like I really need to put in some work. The Redneck Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We can now allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress to the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Understood. And, ooh, I'm a bit 20 off the item level, but I think I'll be fine. Should be voice acted, hopefully.
Help! Help!
Indeed it is, and that does not sound good.
HidoriKuro is coming this way!
HidoriKuro, okay. That's how it's pronounced. But it's coming this way? Shit.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Redneck Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
We'll try, but make no promises. Let's get a move on, people. Duty commenced.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Can do.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Let's break the heads are alright. It would be fortunate if they ran this way. They'd be too frightened to find us. I see. Here.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Oh, these are trembling. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get you out of here. Alright. Don't worry. I'm here to help.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Right, some may have broken off from the path.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
Someone coming. Call the hunters. Run!
There must be something up ahead. Come!
Uh-oh.
There!
We're being attacked.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Get away from them.
understatement.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
Right on the mark. More are coming.
Oh no. Hey, eyes on me. Ugh. Gross. Gonna pay for that. Taken care of.
You're mine.
Oh lord. Big gator. Oh, there's more gators. No, 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 no.
Nothing then.
Oh, nothing. Oh, it's limit breaking. Yeah, leave that to you. How do you like that? Haha, nice. Damn, this alligator's tough. We're tougher. Down already, you gator.
It seems that did the trick.
Make him get away. Good.
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Right, where's the Ronek Reaver? Oh my god, is that it?
Look there. We've got a big one coming.
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
That might be our beast.
That's a Ronek Reaver, and no mistake.
And say it's strict. Oh no!
There! That one there!
Sit. Oh damn, even bullets don't work.
Not so fast!
Kona! Shit! Oh, I know that hurt. Jesus. Oh, and his glasses are cracked.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Oh, damn, that thing's got tough hide.
Kona, are you all right?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
Aaron will do what he does best.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right. Let's finish the job.
Mm-hmm. Leave this big beastie to us.
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer!
Let's do this. Come on, then.
Find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Oh, it is good mine.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
Oh, we are doing very little to it. Oh my god.
I need some time to think, will you?
Can do. Adamant scales protected with a 9 penetrable high. Oh shit.
It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
It's taking down at least 1% of its HP. We've only taken down 0.5. Ensnare. Uh-oh.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Working on it. Oh, damn. Oh.
Right. Go for the legs.
Of course. There's damage there. Not a lot, but still. What the hell? Oh, no, that's wrong. All you got. Balls of fire again. It's almost down.
Now we just have to keep it pinned.
Right. Nice.
The thinking corner.
That's how long we can hold it up like this. Will do.
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Point of greatest intensity.
I've got it!
Ow! Son of a... This is our best chance.
One
Oh,
well-placed
sniper rifle
piercing
time.
round to the chest, and... You're done for!
Nice!
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
That can really damage it.
There's nothing stopping us now.
It's not going down
Still
without a
not
fight.
backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Bring it on. It's more fun if you fight back. It is yet to recollect its ether. Oh. That's new. Oh, I guess it's pissed. Uh-oh. Lamentate! Is that all you got? I've taken worse. Ether call. Uh-oh. Primordial war.
We must disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
Got it.
This is going to hurt.
Yep. That's more of it. So we get our own damage up from it. Down it goes. Duty complete. Oh. Oof. Well, that was fun.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
That's good.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
Yeah, I think nothing of it.
You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Really now?
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
We should keep them away from the railroad.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Haha, perfect.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
Come again?
I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozenihetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozenihetta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe.
Oh. What if...
Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a Reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Toward it?
Will distracted, I heard one cry. Save our son! Save the Hetzo! After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodak thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronak and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Unless a Pelu trader found it. That was Kona's parents
Maybe
that
not.
saved him.
But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek.
In reality, they sacrificed themselves to protect you and...
But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Like any parent would.
I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Well said, Val, for this reason. I probably mentioned this before, but Kona has certainly grown since we first met him. He's always seemed like a straightforward and blunt type, but he's really grown into more of a person and a leader for his people, as well as the family with Lamati. Which was already obvious. He was ready to save Lamati when Bakul Jaja took him hostage. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that, in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It's the least I owe to them after all this time. Yeah, I would think so. Koko-san, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return to our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronek straying from their favorite grazing and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will sigh away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them to panic. If we can achieve this, it will be far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Alright. Let us return to Serlani Station and begin work on it then. Walikwa and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Agreed. That fight was awesome though. It was nice seeing Kona going for a limit break as well as going for a whole sniper shot at that monster. Oh, I really wish they made the sniper rifle PvE limit break instead of a PvP one. It would be so awesome to have. But yeah, let's get back to Walik. Let's head back to Walik and the others. I will see you. Oh, I'll see you all there. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. You can say that. To the neck, we're avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Falcone's not too bad himself. But with this whistle idea, sit tight. We'll have the train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight? Yes, sir.
We're ready to go.
Hell yeah!
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Yep. Let's see her off. Hopefully without something disastrous happening this time. Jack! Why is there one on the tracks?
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
Alright, let's see.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Oh, that is silent. It worked.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Perfect. Just as intended. Like the whistle was a success.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. With your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Nice. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Saulani, and then the continent. Watch out, Zach Terrell, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. Think nothing of it, Vow of Reason. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. This is actually going on quite a while, not gonna lie. Not that I mind. Crossroads. If it once sit still, Oklamat is ready to race back to Alexandria. Of course. Well, it's possible that sales made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread the word that the railroad's been restored to service. So, what do you have her working on? I've got auto advance still on. Galulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I didn't search for what she left behind, but she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Is that a little keychain of the... Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kakiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I doubt it's a good souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way of bringing her with you on your travels. Yep. Yes. Well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed to it, though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can leave. We can give you the full story on the way. Back to the back room. Again. So, how are things here? Simple yet elegant solution. Thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Sailor has nearly finished processing the data, so we'll be able to share our findings with us in a minute. Istola! I'm interrupting something, I gather. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. Why, Stola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and the Skydeep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. Well, there, I thought it would do well to have the company of an expert on Electro. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key you're keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. As expected. Just remember to take a break every once in a while, Estola. This whole mess with Crossroads travel is going to run you ragged if you're not careful.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
I bet.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so... To answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Dolcha?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
All right then. Get your popcorn ready, and your coffee, and your curry. Most definitely need the curry.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vitral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Turyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions.
Sounds like someone was smitten.
I watched
Quite
him,
smitten.
captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
Oh yes, he fell hard for Zoralja. That much is
His
certain.
eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Gululja?
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Can you look at shouting for me? The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
God.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
That's right, they found him in the Drift Downs. But where was he?
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gululja.
I'm fine, Lamachi.
You sure, kid?
Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
You're a strong kid, you know that? Aww. So Saraza was terrified of being a father. I guess, considering his concept of constant war, raising a life probably seemed terrifying to him. Maybe he was afraid of hurting Gululja, trying to raise him as his own. Considering the fact that he was on a warpath, maybe that's why he pushed him away. Just a guess. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. I know, right? Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gululja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet, one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It is fortunate that he has you. True. Thank you, Ciel. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having said what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. They stuck around longer than Dankred and Oriange did. Let's hope you never stay in one spot. You're kind of Stinian. A word before you leave. Well, our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. Really? What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliola were eager to reunite with friends and family. Right, what changed their minds? Maybe they're concerned about getting to Vanguard? If so, we can take turns occupying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start with Lay Note 9. Right. Lay Note 9, he said. There may still be people gathering at Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Hopefully they'll come around to this, but if not, well, that's another matter altogether, isn't it? Yeah, there's still some people here.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Hopefully nothing disastrous while we were away. I mean, yes, everyone's in mourning for Sphene and everything, but...
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
What?
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Lightning did him in? What the hell happened
way
out there?
to die.
What the hell
They
happened
say
out
that
there?
he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
Ah, that's where all the concern about returning is coming from. They're scared to leave because
But we'll
of
be
this.
fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
That is terrifying to
Then
think
what are we
about.
to do?
But
Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
the fear of death is going more paramount.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Huh? What? But how, huh? That should not be possible.
What?
We saw her pass. What the hell is going on?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
And there shouldn't be a simulacrum, should there?
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
Right, so, why is he here?
Funeral? For Her Majesty.
You planned the whole thing itself. We're gonna do no shit.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Oh, the regulators are affecting their memory again. Oh, this is not good.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children. I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Oh, I do not like the sound of that.
All of us shall be made endless.
Oh, that's bad. That's a horrifying idea.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like.
Oh, something very wrong. Something very wrong is going on here. Very,
Our stores
very
of
wrong.
ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received Neo-Regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not?
The black
And
regulators.
there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all.
Oh no.
One day soon, those with Neo-Regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
The regulators they used to commemorate the funeral.
Only 5,000 of us?
You Victral!
It's only a certain number? No, something's very wrong here. This is not how Sphene would want
The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
This has to be a fake, an imposter, something. Something is not right here.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Huh? Something's very wrong here.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down. And then we'll talk.
Right. Staying here would be a bad idea right now. Who are you? Oh, I did not like that. I did not like that at all. Oh, things just got worse before they got better. This is a very horrifying turn of events. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Spee. She should have been destroyed with the meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it's no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. Hell, people have already forgotten that the funeral was for her and not for the people lost in the attack on Alexandria. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor, just as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason, and that, guys, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. That's all we can do right now. Right, select materia. Tevantine. Whatever helps with my Dark Knight job. For all things to expect in the post-game, this was not it. Meanwhile, in living memory, with Estola and Shale. Huh? Who is this? Whose point of view are we seeing?
Oh, where am I? My people? Are they safe?
Wait, it's me?
Why am I...
What the hell did we just see? In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn. Yeah, that doesn't sound foreboding at all. Crossroads. Well, that certainly took a turn. Wasn't expecting that. Shell said she left his machine running to process more of the data from the field station. Is it done yet? I pity Estola was not present for Speen's return. A cursory glance at the imposter's ether would have doubtless been enough to confirm her suspicions without a doubt. Right. Considering her vision, she could have been able to tell us that this was someone else. Though we have too little information to draw any useful conclusions as yet. I dare say the Queen of Reason's behavior henceforth will be eliminated. Neo-regulators. I heard the idea came from the citizenry. Something doesn't sit right. We'll look into this. Please and thank you. Oh, Jesus. This is something else altogether. I don't know what to say here, other than I can't wait for the next patch update. God. Oh, we got so much done, but I feel like we just backtracked from trying to help the people of Alexandria and those that were part of Terral. The fear of death weighing heavy on their heads, and with their queen's quote-unquote queen's sudden return from death, things are much more complicated. Even more so, who this mysterious figure is that's impersonating Sphene, and the other mysterious figure that was found by Scylla and Sail in living memory. We'll just have to wait and see. But there is still more to do, such as the Alliance raids, which I'll be recording later on when I have the time. So, until then, thank you all for watching, and until next time, Masters and Misses, we hope to see you again soon.